Closed captioning of Fishing Saskatchewan has been provided by Great Western Brewing Company. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey folks, welcome to an exciting edition of Fishing Saskatchewan. Today we're here at beautiful G&S Marina on Last Mountain Lake.
Yeah, we're here with our good friend and world-class guide, Robert Schultz. He's going to show us the ins and outs of something that we've never actually done before.
Yeah, this is our first time ever filming a carp episode, and you guys are in for a real treat. There is some big carp out in this lake. There's been some 35 pounders, 40 pounders. You know, we're hoping to catch on to one of those big 35s, and so stay tuned. You're in for a real treat.
You're watching Fishing Saskatchewan, brought to you in part by The Fishing Hole, North Sask Farm Equipment, and Alumacraft.
That one goes up.
You got some weight there, Neil?
A little bit.
Here, Neil.
Yeah. Okay.
Muscle him up.
Easier said than done.
Oh, boy.
Oh, baby! My first ever targeted carp. Oh my goodness, that's a little guy.
13
13
pounds.
Beautiful.
Good start, buddy.
Yeah. Whoa. On the board. Oh, look at how fat that thing is. So what's the best way to hold those things? Yeah. Casted it out once, and you reeled it back in.
Yeah.
And then you cast it out again, and as soon as it hit the water, boom, fish on. And that was the rod that I picked this morning, so got pretty lucky.
And when you casted that out again, Rob, was there a reason for you? You just didn't like the location,
I
or?
was just too close to the other rod, so I was just trying to spread it out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking 2 casts. Nice work.
Nice.
That's good stuff. Thanks, Rob.
Hey, could have worked out better, thank you. Yeah, first targeted carp for sure.
Pick it up, start reeling, and then raise your rod tip up high. Game on. There you go.
Oh, boy. Yeah, boy, Neil.
Woo! You really got to be on top of these things, eh? They take a run at you. Oh, right. There he was for a second, and I thought I lost him. Just turn their head and just bulldog you.
Nice. Got it, boy.
You got him. There we go. Number 2.
Nice. Yeah, look at that spine.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
It looks like a bread knife. A steak knife.
Wow.
It'd just tear you right up. Look at that thing. And that thing fought just as hard as the other one, but just took a little less time to
And
get
this
them
one's
in.
probably about 8 pounds. 8 to
Wow.
10.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're just thick. They're
Yeah.
deceiving.
Solid fish, all muscle.
What was that last one? Maybe 7 or 8?
No, Rob
said
said
8 to
8, 10. So we'll go 10.
Neil's gonna go 10.
So you got 23 pounds total then so far.
Yeah.
You want to go combined weight for the whole day?
Ooh.
That's the test right there.
We could do a total weight thing.
Let's do total weight. So you're legitimately at, let's say we give you 10 on that last one,
Yeah.
and 13 for the other one. You're at 23 pounds.
That's
super,
Thanks,
super,
guys.
super generous.
Thanks,
Okay, so
thanks.
23 pounds for Hughes
Perfect.
right now.
I really want to see you guys catch a fish. I feel like that dad taking his kids out and catching all the fish. Here, son, you can have the next one.
Yeah.
What do you do, boys? What do you do?
I really feel like the kid fishing because Dad is over here is casting out the lines for us.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
No problem, anytime, boy.
Awesome. We've been having a phenomenal day carp fishing, but things like this probably don't happen by accident. I mean, you've been a guide on Last Mountain for 20 plus years now. Maybe tell people a little bit about what they can expect from a fully guided carp trip.
Well, the biggest thing in carp fishing is the work that goes into it before we actually start carp fishing. And that's pre-baiting, picking your spot. You want to pick a natural spot where the fish like to be so you're not trying to draw them from somewhere else. And then we boil corn, and then we pre-bait an area for a number of days, usually 2 weeks prior, and then throughout the whole season. My carp season is basically July and August. That's when we try to mainly fish them. It's a good time to fish them. They're feeding good, and it's very comfortable weather. So we bait an area, and we consistently bait that area, every few days. And then if we're gonna fish them, then we step up that baiting program to every day prior, a few days prior to when we're actually gonna fish.
We're carp newbies. We've come here, we've hammered them so far. We would have never done this without Rob putting in the work for up to a week before to get us set up on a spot like this.
Yeah, the biggest difference we're looking at, if you want to just carp fish, go jump on shore, you might catch 1 or 2 in a full day. Here we're getting over 20, probably 25 fish.
And from our perspective, we show up, you've got the rods. I mean, we don't have 12-foot carp rods, you've got the setups. I mean, totally professional. For us, it's great to come here. We learn a few tidbits on what you're doing, but I mean, it'd be pretty hard to come here again without contacting you, saying we'd like to get out on this day, can you set us up? Because I don't live at Last Mountain, and I would have never, and none of us would have ever gotten this experience.
And a lot of it is in equipment itself. We have a European style of fishing here with the bite indicators, bait runner reels, 12-foot rods, and it's a whole new experience fishing like this versus with terminal tackle that we would normally have. And the fish of the size that we're catching, you just have no control over with regular tackle.
Yeah.
And you probably wouldn't even land a fraction of the amount that you actually catch.
Well, we can attest to that. We've been hooking into these fish, even the smaller fish that we've been getting. I mean, these carp fight hard. I mean, they're not letting you do anything with them, and with a walleye rod or even a heavy action pike rod, you'd still pretty much be helpless for the most part.
That's right, yeah. You gain a whole new respect for this fish, and it's an untapped resource. There's so many carp in this chain of lakes here, and they're just not fished. Yep, he's there.
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll get rid of these ones again.
Oh, this one's a little better. Boys. Got him. This one we had out a little further, eh?
Yeah, that was a little farther cast, that one. Yeah. You actually took that one out of this swim here off of this rod there. You stole this one.
Yeah, perfect.
Unreal.
Oh, this one's got more weight.
Ah, nice.
Heading south.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Oh, my arm's sore already. This is the third one of the day.
Oh, man.
Poor guy.
Yeah, oh, feel bad.
Let's wait till we get a big one, man.
No kidding.
Yeah, it won't happen for me. Love that bright red tail, eh? What a boy.
Oh,
Nice.
woo. Awesome. That's a bit of a thicker one. Wow, look at that thing.
Break her up a little bit more.
Just thick. Holy cow.
Boy.
Nice fish.
Put it back in the basket and get
Yep.
a weight on him.
Beautiful. 35 pounds. And just to think that there is a 35 pounder out there. So these guys can beat me with one fish, which is pretty unbelievable considering how much that 12 pounder just fought. Holy cow. I gotta stretch.
We're getting rigged up here. We got all 3 lines out of the water right now. We're just taking a look at how you're doing this.
This is called a hair rig. So we got about a foot of either mono or braid. It doesn't really matter what you use. And then about either a 4 or a number 2 hook. And then we have what we call is the hair. That's what we call it, a hair rig, with a little bit of a loop on the end. We feed the corn and bait, boilies, onto the hair, and we don't put anything onto the hook itself, so that the hook, the hooking percentage is much higher without anything on the actual hook.
Right.
So let's get the boilie on yet.
And you thread it on kind of the same way you'd put on a bobber stop?
Yeah,
Same
similar to
idea.
that.
Yeah.
And these little needles, bait needles, have a
Little barb on it.
little barb on it
Yeah.
that hooks the line.
Yeah. You pull
And
it
you just
through.
take a piece of straw to hold
it through your
everything in
loop.
place. And just pull it tight there, down to the boilie. And there it is right there. Now this will sit on the bottom, then they'll pick it up. And then as they try to blow it back out, the hook will grab
Right.
usually around the bone of the mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all that's to it.
This guy.
That's a good place to cast, eh?
Wow.
It's singing me a tune.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. he's a dog. He's a dog. This is a big fish. He's a submarine, man. Look at that hump on his head. Once they get that hump, they're all over 20. He might even be pushing 30, this baby. Come on, come on, come on. Holy smokes, he is huge. Oh!
You wouldn't be stupid enough to risk it all on a losing hand. So why risk it all out on the water? Don't gamble with your life. Wear your life jacket.
Oh my gosh! Oh, this thing's gonna be close to 30. 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 34 and a half pounds.
What did I just say? You guys can get one that big.
Same size as your first 3 combined, man.
Holy.
That is nuts.
33 and a half, 34.
34 and a half.
Yeah.
I got him. There you go. You're gonna get slimed on this one.
don't
That's
care.
just yeah.
No way.
There, sweet.
I can't hold it out. Holy this cow.
A little bit this way.
I feel like I'm carrying my son.
That's a tank.
You
Oh, come on, Steve. I can't hold it anymore.
Oh, dude, that's a tank.
Oh, big girl.
Holy
oh my
moly.
goodness.
Look at that, just torpedo, eh? Start reeling.
Yes, it is.
Still there?
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
You're good, you're good.
Oh, he's fighting back.
Nice work, Smitty.
You gotcha. And we have 10 pounds.
Nice. My first ever carp.
That's your first ever, right?
First ever.
Nice
Yeah.
work.
It's nuts.
Okay.
That is something else. That's my first carp ever. And that is gorgeous little fish. Working the hot corner.
Now raise your rod.
Oh, that's a good one.
Lean back, lean back. Singing.
Yep.
Put this up there, Rob.
Yeah.
Keep him out of the way.
Yeah. We'll keep him out of the way that way in case he goes sideways on us.
Gotta give you some work through here. Nice work.
Oh, boy.
Yes, Stevie. Nice work, buddy. Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Decent fish. 18 and a half.
18 and a half. Felt like a 50 pounder though. Shake it out, shake it out. Awesome red tails, hey?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Can't even say anything else. So Rob, how did you get hooked up with carp fishing? When did you start?
Well, probably about 18 years ago, SAS Tourism actually contacted me as an outfitter on Last Mountain Lake. They run into a fella from Europe that was looking for a place to fish carp in Saskatchewan, and we knew we had carp in Saskatchewan, but nobody knows how to fish them. So they said, well, we'll bring some professionals over to fish them, we just got to show them where they are. So that's how it started. I took these guys out and got them onto some fish, and they taught me how to fish European style fishing like we're doing right now. And for a number of years, they actually kept coming back. So we had, you know, probably up to 20 people from England a year would come fishing carp here.
So Rob, growing up in Regina, I've had this fishery half hour from my house, 45 minutes tops, and I had no idea that you could target carp like this. There's always been this aura in my family of, you know, you don't want to touch a carp, you know, it's on the line, cut it off. And so I've always had this kind of attitude that was instilled into me, and I'm sure a lot of other people do too, but today it is totally changed that attitude. And it's just unbelievable. So what can you say to people who have the same attitude that I had until today?
Well, I basically say if you like to catch big fish, there isn't a better freshwater fish that we have to target. Carp are amazingly strong, powerful, long-running fish, and they're abundant.
Do you get a lot of guys that do come for the first time and get hooked on carp fishing?
Yes, pretty much everybody that has fished them once will always fish them again. Yeah.
And is it always like this?
If the work goes into it, and that's, as an outfitter, that's what I do. I prepare the area that we're going to fish. It can be like that every time we go out, and it can be even better.
Awesome.
You know, and the nice thing is we're fishing from shore.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need a boat, you don't need expensive equipment. You can start basic, and then you can evolve into a real carp angler.
If just the average Joe wanted to come out and sit on the shore somewhere, maybe catch a carp or two, what types of things would you recommend for those guys?
Well, one of the things is carp really like corn. So you can use Niblets corn. I make my own, you know, but you can just buy a can of Niblets corn and find an area where carp like to be, which close to a bay is key, because that's where they live, close to bays. So fish off of bay where there's a nice drop off and hopefully not too rocky. Cast out, let it sit on the bottom, they come and pick it up.
Right.
You know, just a regular 7-foot pike rod, 12-pound test line, and hold it. You just have to hold on it, but don't set that rod down or it'll be gone.
Yeah, it almost happened to me a couple times today. Like, oh no, I almost had to dive in, but that's awesome. Well, thank you very much for today. It's been an eye-opener, and hopefully after this episode we'll have more people converted to trying this awesome sport of carp fishing.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you.
Today's ice anglers need to be efficient, and HT offers a huge selection of premium ice tackle designed to meet virtually every application. Whether you fish bluegills, crappie, perch, stocked trout, whitefish, walleyes, pike, or lake trout, HT has what it takes to make you consistently successful.
Nothing beats ice fishing. Nothing.
There he is. Nice.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Boy, oh.
Oh, he's a screamer. Big fish.
Man, he took it.
You got a fish too. You got two.
Double header.
Double header, boys.
Steve, $1 on the bigger one? All right.
Now you guys may have to cross each other.
We're going to be on our toes here.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
There you go.
Wrong button.
Yeah.
Yeah, still hasn't stopped.
Which way are you going there, Steve?
I'm going your way.
Yeah, so he's going to be long. So you stay up high, you stay down low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see your line there, Steve. Oh, I still can't. Still in the middle. Your line's in the middle of the lake. Cool here. In about 10 more minutes if he doesn't stop.
Well, this one's coming, but I think it's just because he wants to. Like, I don't think I'm doing anything. I'm just picking up the slack right now.
Holy cow!
Steve, you want to switch under? I'm going to the left here.
He's out far.
Good?
You're okay.
We're good. Okay.
As long as he stays up high, you're good. We'll get this fish first.
These fish isn't coming in
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, he's going to be out there for a while. He's over at the island right now.
Oh man.
That's why we got 300 yards of line on these things.
Maybe not. Oh.
Okay, let's get a weight on him quick.
Yeah. We got to move quick here because Steve's got a good one on too. Yeah, I got a feeling I'm losing $1 here. You know what? That's going to be a good $1 spent though.
It was like hooking that sturgeon. Yeah. That's what it felt like. Oh, it's going to be close, boys.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, they're twins.
Oh, there.
That one's
Gonna be
Looks
close.
a little wider, eh?
Yeah.
A little deeper.
A little bit heavier, this one.
Yeah. The moment of truth.
14.
Yeah!
The money goes the other way.
Nice, man. Nice. This is ridiculous.
Smile, boys.
Yeah, he's gonna go the other way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a beauty.
Solid fish, that one. Turn this way.
Ah, yes.
Pretty good, 23 and a half.
You get a good workout doing this, eh?
Oh, man.
It's good for the abs, eh?
Yeah. Man. That is,
That might put us over 200 pounds for the day. Oh,
that's ridiculous. It's just
I
solid.
love the barbells, hey?
Man. Just unbelievable.
Thanks.
Unbelievable.
Look how thick the tail is.
Yeah.
Imagine that slapping you in the face.
Well, that moves a lot of water, eh?
Yeah.
Look at that, eh? Incredible.
I got a nice pick of that one. Hey folks, thanks for watching this episode of Fishing Saskatchewan on Last Mountain Lake. Today we targeted some giant monster carp. We caught a couple of monsters and we made some memories to last a lifetime.
Absolutely. We want to extend a big thank you to, of course, Robert Scholes, who guided us for the day, and GNS Marina here at Last Mountain Lake for putting us up for the weekend.
That's right. Until next time, we'll see you on the water. Fishing Saskatchewan has been brought to you by The Fishing Hole, Norsask Farm Equipment, and Alumacraft.